New cards, PogChamp. New cards, PogChamp. We're going to begin with the new Justice Hunter support card. So here's the thing. When an archetype gets released in a deck build pack, it gets a little more support in a couple of core sets afterwards. This is the court-ordered support to get you to buy core sets instead of just deck build packs. And unfortunately, they made the deck build pack archetypes just a little too good. K9, Yummy, and Draco Tail need no help. Well, actually, K9 needs a little bit of help now, thanks to the decision-making down at Konami. But let's see what's going on here. First up, Draco Tail Shorus. One Draco Tail monster and a monster in your hand. You can target 2 Draco Tail cards in your graveyard and 1 face-up card on the field of the same type as either of them. Monster, spell, or trap. Shuffle all 3 into the deck. If 2 or more monsters are sent to the graveyard at the same time while this card is in your graveyard, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. This card is good. It is not great because that first effect is slow, right? You just kind of expect that first effect is going to be quick, but it's not. Still, you know, the couple of things that are relevant here is getting to shuffle cards into the deck is really good in Draco Tail, which does have a little trouble with the grind game if it can't get its traps back. Obviously, any sort of novel removal is exciting, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Draco Tail has the space in the extra to be playing this card. So who cares, right? Like that's okay. K9EX Ripper, 2 level 9 monsters. You can only use the first and third effects of this card's name once per turn. Now, you might be shocked to see a level 9 monster in K9, but recall, the K9 spell permits you to rank up on top of, I think, Ripper, into one of their level 9s. At present, we are using Werewolf. But here, I guess, is another potential target. If this card is special summoned by a K9 spell or trap effect, you can target up to 2 cards in your opponent's graveyard or banishment, shuffle them into the deck. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing, and when your opponent activates a monster effect, detach 2 materials from this card, negate that effect, and destroy all cards on the field. This card is fucking insane. Am I crazy? This card seems really good. Obviously, the strength of this card is it's a different target for the quick play spell. And the quick play spell pops a card on its own, so already you're getting a little bit of value out of it. It interacts with the board in a way that nothing else in the K9 line does. It shuffles cards, which is nice, especially shuffling cards from banishment, which usually you aren't allowed to do. The piercing is going to make getting to lethal a little bit easier, and of course, monster negation is, it's not monster negation, but like an interaction based on a monster effect is not bad. There's going to be a lot of scenarios where you do want that. Since the Vanquished Souls have left the K9 line, the extra is a lot less tight, provided you aren't splashing something ridiculous. And so for that reason, I mean, this will see play for sure. Next up. Assist! Yummy. You can only use the first and second and third effects of this card's name once per turn, only once that turn. Once per turn during the standby phase, you gain 100 life points. Your opponent pays 100 life points. During the main phase of your opponent's battle phase, you can send 2 face-up Yummy cards you control to the graveyard, including this card. Return a card on the field or the graveyard to the hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Send a Yummy card from your deck to the graveyard, except Assist Yummy. Oh, thank God. They hate Yummy Dog. Well, they gave Yummy the best piece of support like 15 times in a row. So it's okay that the Yummy card isn't great. It's still okay. Right? It gives you a sort of layered interaction. It is searchable, so it's not like the worst thing ever. I mean, you're able to bounce a card or get a card out of the graveyard, but, you know, being the third best search target is probably not a great place to be. Obviously, the fact that it's a trap as well. Also, like, what is this random life gain effect? Is that for time? LOL. Yummy Surprise does everything this does better, yes, but you'll be activating Yummy Surprise over the course of your combo. This is a second Yummy Surprise. And as we know, Yummy Surprise is a once per turn. Kinda. Who gave Larry a gun? Important part of this one is the diaper Yummy. They have little babies. I didn't know that the Yummies could have little babies. All right, next up. BRPO, Forbidden Crown. Just one Forbidden Crown. All right, there's a quick play spell. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name once per turn. Neither player can activate monster effects in response to this card's activation. Apply these effects to a face-up monster on the field until the end of the turn. Its effects are negated. It cannot attack. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. It's unaffected by other cards' activated effects except its own. It cannot be tributed. It cannot be used as a material for fusion, Xyz, synchro, or link summon. This card is really interesting. First off, it's Gorgon's Gaze. You were thinking that Elestrals was copying Yu-Gi-Oh's homework. This is just Gorgon's Gaze, right? I hate to be like, it's obviously Gorgon's Gaze. So what I like about this card is that it has a lot of different potential conditions under which it's playable, right? It is a quick effect negation that says forbidden, which immediately makes it suspect for playability. But it's also warning point, which is something no other card does really outside of a warning point in any sort of way that might matter. It also prevents the monster from being destroyed by battle or card effects and unaffected by other cards' card effects. So if you are going first, I mean, you are guaranteed to make it to your next turn if you do this on one of your monsters, right? And I think that effect, people are having kind of a hard time placing if it's powerful or not. I will just let you know, it is powerful. It's very powerful. Like, getting to guarantee a third turn, I mean, not to, talk up the deck that doesn't exist anymore, but in a deck like Vanquish Soul Canine, is unthinkable, especially like you can be like, okay, I am pressing the issue. I don't think you have enough starters to contest this. I'll just negate your starter. Or being like, okay, you were able to crack my board. I'll flip this. I'm going to get another shot at it. And of course, your opponent's board is going to be half made because it had to play through your interactions. Like, I legitimately think this card is extremely good. I think this card is really, really unthinkably strong. And I hope it sees a lot of play. It signals a new type of removal is coming. It's hard to make removal that beats, it is unaffected by other cards' activated effects and it cannot be tributed. How is this better than Spellbound? Because Spellbound affects monsters that are already face up on the field. I guess this does too. And you can just link your board away with Spellbound, right? Or you can't link your board away, but you can keep extending. I don't know. It doesn't have any defensive application. It can change battle positions. All right, next up. Super Soldier Radiance. This is a Rush Duel card. DDD Sage King Alfred. So, just in case you weren't familiar, DDD is a playable, in quotes, deck at present, but it has the potential to get much better really quick. Courtesy of cards like this. Let's see if this card is good. So first up, 6-star Fusion. Great, 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 great. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn during your main phase. You can fusion summon a DDD fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling its material from your hand, field, or banishment into the deck. If this card becomes banished, you can target Dark Contract, continuous spell traps in your graveyard, and place them on your field face up. This card is bonkers. It's really good. Shuffling its material from your banishment into the deck. It's Miracle Fusion, but better. I don't know. This card is really, really good. But as with all DDD cards, it's almost impossible to determine how it will be integrated into the combo lines because the combo lines are so involved. Certainly, this will find a home in the strategy. Will it be the difference maker? Who knows? I do note it doesn't have any lock on it, so theoretically, you can use it to make the rank 6 of your choice, like Beatrice when they unban her. If they keep printing these, surely one day DDD will be meta. It's okay right now. It's okay. Next up. Burst Protocol updates. Okay, so we learned about Forbidden Crown, Dark Lord Dance, Dark Lord Evening Star, Spend to the Magistus Sealer, which is Spoon. We are getting Spoon. And Magistus Omega. But we also have this card, which is just being, like, described to us. It is a world premiere theme, which means we're giving up on Mitsurugi, thank goodness. The scientists have been deep in the lab messing around with things that are better left alone. Scientists with dinosaurs? Well, nothing can go wrong with their experiments, right? Calling it now, Magical Scientist returns. Magical Scientist returns. That's going to be the world premiere theme. All right. Mercurium the Living Quicksilver is a rank 10 Xyz monster that attaches a monster from your deck to itself as material when summoned. While the Mercurium has material, your opponent can activate monster effects in their graveyard if you have a monster with the same attribute in your graveyard. Mercurium needs to be fed with new materials to keep the effect going, but as long as you can keep him satisfied, you'll be able to shut down your opponent's key strategies. Floodgate effect, not particularly interesting. I'm really interested in this attaches a monster from your deck to itself as material when it's Xyz summoned, because there's a lot you can do with that. Like, doesn't take a genius to figure out now any 2 level 10s can be put in the extra monster zone and linked off for Gravity Controller and functionally reads Foolish Burial. It's also like sort of Dweller if you can do a long combo, which of course is a powerful enough card they had to ban it. I don't know. There's some stuff you can do here. To me, it reads like a card that's immediately suspect for a bunch of YouTube combo FTKs, but of course we don't know the actual effect yet. It might be it only attaches specific cards to itself, like another 10-star monster or something ridiculous. All right, next up. This is so important. The Best Paste, which is, I guess, a pomade, has partnered with Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to be real. You are not going to get Yugi's hair no matter how much product you put in it. That said, this is a fucking funny integration. It is so hilarious. They also have a precision comb that is $20. $20 for this comb that cost them 30 cents to manufacture in Taiwan. That's awesome. I do like the travel bags. The travel bags are nice. Whether you lean into Yugi's wild passion or Kaiba's sharp precision, it's about wearing your confidence like a signature card. That's so true. All right, next up. Unfortunately for these guys, I'm a Dapper Dan man. A little dab will do you. All right, whip up a storm with a new Radiant Typhoon. Here we go. Radiant Typhoon Varun, the Seaman Spirit. You can only use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name once per turn. If this card is linked summoned, to add an MST to your hand. You can target 2 face-up monsters on the field, including a Radiant Typhoon. Place them face-up in their owner's spell trap zone as continuous spells. And if a quick play spell is activated, you can place a Radiant Typhoon continuous trap from your deck or graveyard in your field face-up. This card's broken. I don't know how to... This card's really, really strong. Obviously, MST Searcher, nothing to shake a stick at in the deck that absolutely must have MST by all costs. Secondly, a type of removal that's really unavailable for a lot of strategies this deck gets to have. And thirdly, the continuous trap makes MST negate. So it's just online because you place it immediately face up. Great! Raw +3, classic Link 2. However, as a Link monster, it will not be playable in Genesis where Radiant Typhoon is good. Funny. Kenran Taru Kenko. Elation. Activate one of these effects, either special a level 6 or lower Radiant Typhoon monster from your graveyard and add an MST from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If destroyed by MST, you can set this card to your spell and trap zone. Great card. All I have to say about those. These Radiant Typhoon cards are really cool. I can't wait to do the TMT on these. All right, and finally, Circular 3! It's Magnet Warrior Omega. Now, for those of you that follow ABO, this means that he's the one who goes into heat and has to breed with a powerful alpha. Is that how it works? I literally don't know the dynamic. It's the alphas are like alphas, like actual alphas, and the betas are like actual betas, right? And then what are the omegas? ABO dynamics. Okay, the betas are the normal individuals without the heightened characteristics of alphas and omegas. Wait, you're telling me? I got it right, by the way. I actually got it right. You're telling me that the alphas are like alphas in real life. They're like, I'm a strong, manly man. The omegas are like, I'm a submissive boy wife. I have to breed. And the betas are just guys. It's so funny to be like, yeah, in my fantasy world, the men breed with each other and they're always in heat and constantly lusting after each other. And like these two are like blushing and like forcing each other against the wall in the elevator. And then the screen pans over and it's like, oh, hey, Steve. It's like, hey. So, about the Eagles, right? Yeah, I'm not really in the sports. Hey, no problem. Been a good season is all. All right, see you at lunch. And then they go back to like railing each other in the elevator. It's so funny that there's normal guys. It'd be like if in Lord of the Rings, there was just like, you know, Frodo was just like, I've come into this powerful ring that gives me the strength to turn invisible, but makes me visible to my enemies. Oh, what a cursed burden I bear. This guy's like, yeah, like, I understand that, but like, listen, I got to get this spreadsheet to Jerry by 5. I'm sorry. I really can't help you out. I can call you an Uber and try and get you to Mount Doom. I'm so sorry, man. You're describing Samwise. Samwise is not, you know, actually, that is a pretty good point. Back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Magnet Warrior Omega. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can destroy one other rock monster in your hand or face-up field, and when you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. When an earth monster on the field activates its effect, you contribute this card, then target a face-up monster on the field, change it to face not offensive position. This is not circular. This is not circular. Man, come on. Yeah, it has some applications in Magnet Warriors. Sure, it's like an interesting part of an end board. Destroying rock monsters in your hand or face-up field is valuable for a lot of archetypes, but this is not going to do it. That's so rough, man. That is, what the fuck? I just don't care about that at all. The 5th best card to excavate off Adamancipator. Yeah, I mean that's probably where it's gonna go. This is for Genesis Adamancipator. You could pop Granite to make space since there's no links. Wait, we figured out the application. Okay, back to ABO because I'm still thinking about it. How funny would it be if there's like 10 alphas and like 20 omegas in the entire world, and everyone else is a beta? Like it's just our world specifically, and we're just like, in other news, the effects of climate change are being felt even more stringently in the global south. And then, like, right off screen, there's, like, this Omega furiously jacking off. He's like, I have to be bred. And it's like, why did we hire this guy? And the guy's like, it's a DEI program. You need to have a certain percentage of Omegas on your workforce. It's like, yeah, but like 2 weeks out of the year, they're just jacking off. Like, what are we supposed to do about that? Can't read shit off a teleprompter. Can't write anything. He's like, yeah, we have like a governmentally appointed alpha to keep them busy. It's like, I don't care about any of that, dude. I'm trying to do my fucking job. What if like the venture capitalist guys like had to hide that they were Omegas? It was like a VC guy who's like, oh my God, no, the keynote is the same day as I go and eat. Wait, hold up. I'm writing the story right now. It's all coming into my head right now. Completely normal world with a handful of alphas and omegas in ABO universe. And the entire story is about everyone else like desperately trying to avoid eye contact with like the furiously fucking like rabbits, alphas and omegas at like the Dollar Tree or the Walmart. And they're like, I want to say something, but I don't think it'd be politically correct to do so. These already exist. Fuck. Thus ends New Cards PogChamp.